Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 and our Newcastle United series. Today we are getting into our third game of the season. If we have a look at the schedule, we can see that we have so far drawn with Stoke. It's actually just our second game of the season. We did show you a few friendlies before the season kicked off, but we drew 1-1, a last minute equaliser from debutant George Williams in the 92nd minute, helping us to secure our first point of the Premier League season. It does look like it's going to be a tough season this year. A lot of other people I've seen really struggling with FM18. I really haven't played it that much yet because I've been away and I then lost my voice. You might be able to tell it's a little bit raspy at the moment, which is why there wasn't any video in the last couple of days. But I should be returning to daily content from now on. There may occasionally be videos missing every so often. You'll have to forgive me for that. But hopefully we'll be able to get daily content on the go. And today we are going to play the match against Crystal Palace. We might also do the Barnsley game, but I think it might just be the Palace game depending on how much we get to see of it. For this game, we're going to put out a pretty strong team. We've had a week's rest, so the team should be fully fit. They do fit the formation reasonably well. Paul Dummett, the only one really struggling in the inverted wing-back position at left wing-back. But he's going to be joined by Manquillo at right wing-back. We've got Clark, Mbemba and Lascelles in defence with Darlow in goal. Marino is with John Joe Shelvey in the centre. They will almost certainly be our two main players as we go forward through the season. The last time out, two major players for us. We've also got Saive on the bench. The likes of Ritchie and Murphy may also get a run out today. Obviously we could bring Hosselu on if we need a finisher. There are options in the team. Gale on the bench as well, but he probably won't stay at the club for too long. The trouble I've had is that nobody is coming for bids for any of our players, and I need to sell to buy at this point. I'm quite happy with the strength and depth of the squad, though. I've got no problems with that. Rafa has built a very good team for us to have a go at the Premier League with in our first season, but I think it will be difficult. I'm also quite happy with this formation, and I know people are suggesting it maybe won't work going forward, but we'll just have to see. I quite like it, but if you have suggestions for better tactics or different things that I can do, let me know down in the comments. Before we jump into this game, I have also lowered the graphics down to low. I've never played Football Manager with graphics on low before, so we'll have to see if that helps, because the last couple of videos were a bit stuttery, so hopefully they'll be a little cleaner and a little nicer this time. Well, you can see the team lineups here. They've got Christian Benteke up front, Townsend, Loftus-Cheek, Lee Chung-Sun, I think it is up there as well, so a dangerous attack force. I'm going to be passionate with the team and say I expect to win tonight. Players haven't reacted particularly well to that. If we talk to the defence and tell them I'm expecting to see a solid defensive effort out there, Paul Dummett is motivated, and let's just get this game kicked off. You can see the nice graphic of the teams coming out here. There doesn't seem to be a lot of difference in the way the graphics are showing up at the moment, but it does seem a little bit smoother than it has been the last couple of episodes, so hopefully that will do us a big favour. I do like all the new way that the game comes together. I don't know if other people are impressed by it. And also let me know what you think about keeping the default logos and things in. Here come Crystal Palace on the attack, but Marino has stolen it. Williams puts it through to Diame. Perez in a good position. He's got players around him. He's trying to find somewhere to go. He does pick out Marino. Now Williams puts it in behind and Diame's onto it. Diame finds the bottom corner and we have the 1-0 lead in our first game at St James's Park. An excellent finish from Diame there to make it 1-0, and an assist from George Williams will not do his confidence any harm whatsoever. Excellent stuff from the team, getting off on the right foot early on. Now, I was saying just before the goal, what do you guys think of the default graphics? Do you want the logos, the face packs, the kits? Do you want all of that in the game now? Or would you rather wait a little bit before I do that? Let me know down below. We've got Shelvey taking a free kick. It's over the wall, and it's just over the bar there from John Joe. Not far away. I like these little shot graphics as well in the centre of the screen. You can see that missed shot just going over the top there. But not too far away. We are doing quite well at the moment. It looks like we have most of the possession. I think we're on 60-odd% there, 64%, and we're having all of the shots as well. This is a much better performance than we put in against Stoke, and we've got a corner here with Williams taking it. He's looking for Clark, headed out by Sacco, and Mbemba does get to the ball, puts it into the middle. Lascelles onto Shelvey. Now Marino finds Diame. Williams goes down on the edge of the area, no foul given. Diame still fighting for it but can't keep it as Townsend, our former player, tries to come forward down the left flank. He puts the ball over the top for Benteke, who's in behind. Nobody supporting him at the moment, and Dummett should clear that, but he hasn't. And Loftus-Cheek, he was the only other Palace player in the box, and Dummett somehow managed to find him when he should have just headed the ball out of play probably. And now we're 1-1. It was an excellent finish by Loftus-Cheek, but it's come out of nowhere, and I don't think that was entirely fair. Ayoze Perez has picked up a knock. I'm going to move Williams into the centre and bring on Saive for him. Hopefully that will work, but it's frustrating. I've seen that there are a lot of injuries in this game as well. I'm not sure why it's not letting me progress here. I've got to click the world's smallest confirm change button down there. Yeah, I've seen a lot of injuries in this game. I'm not sure if we're going to be having the same problem. I've seen some of the other big YouTubers really struggling with the injuries as and when they come out. I'm going to tell the team I'm disappointed with them because I think really we should be leading, especially after that first half that we had, and the team have reacted well to that. I'm hoping they can go out and get a second goal. But at the moment, that silly clearance from Paul Dummett really hurting us, and that's maybe a reflection of him being played out of position. Manquillo just hoofing the ball forward there. If we look at Dummett's rating, he's on a 6.9, which, given he was at fault for the goal, isn't too bad. The wing-backs do tend to do incredibly well in this tactic, but I might need to switch them from inverted wing-backs to normal wing-backs and see what effect that has on the team. But still 1-1. We're over an hour into the game now, and I think we need to make some substitutions if we're going to get something out of this. Players struggling are all in defence at the moment, which isn't ideal. The front three aren't too bad. Saive's not performed brilliantly well. I think the trouble is we've mostly got attacking options. We've pretty much only got attacking options. Let's bring Lejeune on for, I guess, Lascelles, who's struggling. That will have to be our sub for now. I think the players on the pitch can get the job done. That's why I don't want to change anybody up front. Saive is not doing brilliantly, but he was kind of rushed in just before half-time, which isn't ideal. Just 15 minutes left to go in this game. A draw wouldn't be the end of the world. Crystal Palace are a strong team on paper, but I'm not sure whether to go for it, and that's always a question. We do have a highlight 5 minutes out. This is almost making the decision for us. Diame brings the ball down well. He's got players to his left. He goes right to Manquillo. 4 in the box. He's gone for the goal there, I think, and Hennessy just touches it out for a corner. I think that might actually have been registered as a shot, but we do have a corner coming from George Williams. He's looking for nobody in particular. MacArthur comfortably able to get that ball away. Shelby chases after the ball and he gets a big tackle in there, forcing it out of play. Just a couple of minutes left. I'm not going to make any changes. I just want to see how this tactic does on its own, because it did so well for us last season, and I grew really attached to the style of football that we play when we're using it. I'm hoping that will stay true in this version of the game. But James MacArthur's just been sent off. 2 minutes to go, and it doesn't look like we're going to capitalise on that, but they did go down to 10 men there. I don't think anything really would have happened in that last 2 or 3 minutes, and the full-time whistle has gone for a 1-1 draw. I mean, it's not ideal. We're still unbeaten, which is one thing, but I'm going to tell the team that I'm not happy with the result there, and they have reacted well to that. So we can take that with us. We've now got the game against Barnsley in the Carrabelle Cup. I think I will do that game today as well, because I'm not expecting there to be much transfer news whatsoever, because we just don't have the money. We need to hope somebody comes in for a bid and we can clear some of the players out of what is a massive squad. But I don't want to transfer list people, make them unhappy and not be able to shift them. That would be the worst thing for our morale. So let's go forward to that Carrabelle Cup match against Barnsley, and I'll let you know if there are any ins or outs on the way. We are now at the match against Barnsley. Nothing has happened to the team squad. I have messed around with the player formations. I've not yet changed the wing backs, but I think I might do that after this game if they don't get solid ratings. Just change them to normal wing backs. Marino is being trialled in the attacking midfield role, because obviously we lost Perez for about 3 weeks. And it means Saive has dropped into midfield with Shelvey, Diame and Williams, the other two, up front. We then have Dummett, Manquillo, Clark, Mbemba and Lascelles in defence, with Rob, Elliott in goal, Darlow on the bench. Then we've got Lejeune, Ritchie, Hosselu, Colback, Murphy and Gale, the players on the bench, so that we have plenty of attacking options. I don't think this is a game where we're going to need to worry about our defence too much, but it could be a game where we're struggling to get a goal, so the attacking options will come in handy if we're in that kind of situation. Well, here are the two teams. Not many people that I recognise in the Barnsley squad. I think the facebacks could look quite good on this little graphic, so I might think about bringing them in. Nice that you can see the players warming up down on the pitch there as well. In terms of team talk, this really shouldn't be a difficult game, so I'm going to tell them that I expect nothing but a win. Some of the players have reacted well, and here come the teams for the kickoff. I'm not sure how I should do the matches going forward in this series. Do you like seeing all of the games and all of the highlights? Do you like me talking over them? Would you rather I skipped a few games, such as the ones where we're taking on teams like Barnsley, and just focus on big Premier League games as they come? Or do you like the highlight format I've used in recent years? This would be one such highlight. We've got Saive playing the ball to Shelvey. Diame on the edge of the area is tackled, Lund taking him out. The ball then sent forward, and it's come to McBurney. He finds Moncur. Now Mallon. Over to Hamill. He puts it on to McBurney again. Out to Barnes. Plenty of players in the centre, but he can't get across in. Dummett with a good tackle. Now Marino to Williams. He's got players to his left. Diame does force it out wide. Now Marino, he can put it through for Dummett, at fault for the goal in the league, but Dummett has put it wide. I thought he was going to finish that chance and give us an early lead here. It would have been very encouraging had he got the goal, but he wasn't able to find it. Here's Marino to Williams. Trying to come again. Still in the first 10 minutes. Saive. Ball comes to Dummett. Players at the back stick. Manquillo is there, and the two wing backs. I said we might need to think about changing the wing back, the inverted wing backs, the normal wing backs, unless they perform well in this game. And they've just shown there that they can do that. The left wing back finding the right wing back for a 1-0 lead. Excellent, excellent stuff. Corner now coming in from Hamill. He's put it in at the near post. Barnes there with a quick shot, but it did go wide. Not quite able to force it in. We do have Pascano now. He finds Ugbo. Now Hamill puts it over. Clark does clear it away. Apologies, by the way, if I sound really pumped up. I'm feeling absolutely terrible right now. Diame pushes the ball over to Marino. Trying to run at the defence here from Barnsley. He goes for goal. What a weird decision that was. Why was he going for goal when he had an onrushing midfielder, defensive line behind him, and the goalkeeper on his line? That's such a silly decision. At the moment, though, the two wing-backs, the best performing players on the pitch, Marino only shortly behind them, so maybe we can forgive his terrible shot earlier. I like that it has registered as a shot, though, despite it going well wide and high. The ball in from the corner does come to the edge of the area for Hamill. Decides not to strike it, and Williams has picked his pocket. Diame then loses the ball to Hamill again. Ball's been played through, and Ugbo's in. And if it weren't for his poor finishing, we would be back all level. A very, very big let-off for us. Nearly half-time, just a minute to go, and it looks like we are protecting a 1-0 lead. Gary did at half-time. Well, I've told the team I'm happy with their performance and sent them back out for this second half. They all reacted very, very well to a bit of encouragement, but I think it's the first time that we've actually given them some encouragement. Really, we should be 2-3 goals up at this point, and yet we're constantly under pressure from Barnsley. It's another corner here which is cleared away, but nobody chasing down that ball, and Hamill just launches it in, and Elliott forced into a pretty random save there, nearly creeping in at that far post from a speculative, what I assume, cross. And at the moment we are very much the team under the cosh. Lund with the ball, and the highlight does just end there, but we were really not doing well. I mean, they've only had 2 shots, to be fair, Barnsley, but none of our efforts are becoming highlights, and that's a little bit concerning. We are an hour into the game, and we need to get another goal. Otherwise, one good, well-placed shot for Barnsley, could sink our hopes of a win. I am just going to take a couple of players off now. I want to give the strikers a little bit of a run out up front. So let's put Hosselu and Gale up front. We'll bring off Williams and Diame. Just confirm the subs there. I don't think we need to give them a team talk, the two players. They just need to go out, and we need to be a bit more clinical. We're having lots of shots. That's not the problem. It's the finishing that's the problem. So putting a couple of strikers in there could just help us get over the line. I'm not going to use the third substitution. I'll save that in case we do have an injury in the last few minutes, because we do not want to be reduced to 10 men. At the moment, it looks like we're going to be winning our first match of the season, but with 5 minutes to go, Barnsley have a chance. The ball just launched forward, and Lascelles does control it. He then finds Mbemba, Shelvey, forward to Saive, Marino, back to Shelvey again. Comes to Marino once more. The strikers are, I think, the two players in the middle there not making the runs, and that's where this tactic doesn't work with strikers. Dummett into Hosselu. Now Gale. Players making a run on his left. 3 of them in a group. He does find Hosselu. He slips it into Saive. It's an awful shank. I mean, that's disgraceful. He's absolutely hooked that one nearly to the corner flag. And that's the kind of issue we have when we don't have good finishing in those front 3. But we are at the moment grinding out this 1-0 win. It should be more comfortable than it is. But it means 3 games into our season, we are still unbeaten. 2 draws in the league and a win in the cup. I'm more than happy with that. It's going to take a bit of time to adjust to the new game and the way that it works, the way the tactics works, and all the other nuances in there. But there is our first win of the season, a 1-0 win, courtesy of Javi Manquillo's finish 10 minutes into the game. Very good stuff. I'm going to be passionate, and I'm going to tell them it was a nice victory. They've all reacted well to that, which is very good news. And it means we get a couple of Steam achievements. Clean sheet and first victory. I'm happy with that. Going through to the next round of the Carrabelle Cup. I would like a nice cup run if we could do it. We've got a bonus from Ajax there, 900k because of Siam de Jong's transfer. Happy with that as well. Another 900k in the bank. If we have a look at the squad schedule going forward, you can see still unbeaten for quite some time now. Only actually lost 1 game, and that was a friendly. Liverpool away is going to be very, very tough. We will live com that game, but I might skip the Burnley game and just record the Chelsea match in the next episode. But let me know in the comments how you want to see this series going forward. Otherwise, I'll kind of make it up as I go along. But that is going to be it for this episode. Do drop a like on the video if you enjoyed our first proper win. Let me know in the comments what you think about this series so far, and how you want it to go. And also, if you have suggestions for tactics, players, do let me know. We've got a week of the transfer window left. I don't think I'm going to sign anyone. I want to use the squad that we've got, make it work, and maybe change the tactic around if the current one isn't working with the players that we have, because we've got good players. It's about finding the right system. So let me know in the comments. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. But until next time, see ya.